Hi, I'm Guruprasad Rao, basically an engineer, mechanical engineer. I've been living in Malhar Footprints for the last 6 years, and it's been a great journey in Malhar. When we moved into Malhar here into Footprints, we are basically a family of 4: myself, Shubha, my daughters Aditi and Swasti. When we moved in here, I actually had a look at the ambience and fell in love with it. The amount of flora and fauna that this place has, I actually fell in love with it. And the best part of this place basically is whenever I go out and come back home on an everyday basis. Even today, after 6 years, I feel very happy coming back that I'm getting into this kind of a space, which has been very good. So there is a good connect for me in terms of the greenery, basically because I am into beekeeping, which is apiculture. So that has been my full-time job, my profession, my business, my passion, everything. So it all started off with a lecture that I attended when I was doing diploma, after my 10th. We had a secretary in the Polytechnic who used to arrange some endowment lectures once a month. And the endowment lectures were all totally different from the technical side. So one of the lectures was delivered by an entomologist who came in and told about how bees communicate with each other when they find a source of food. So that there is something called waggle dance and all that the bees do. So whatever he spoke about for about that 45 minutes to 1 hour, all that is right in front of my eyes even today. So that's how the love for bees started off. I used to have a couple bee boxes till 2012 almost. And then we thought this is the time we kind of wanted to do it as a full-time activity, and I started it off as a business. So started off a company, and then it was a company called Spruce Impex. It was a proprietorship company that we started off with, and so what we did there is basically educating people about the importance of bees, explaining how to get into beekeeping, whether it is as a for people who want to do beekeeping as a hobby, or for farmers and planters who want to do it for pollination purposes, or for people who want to do it at a commercial level. So all these 3 types of people used to come to us, and we used to train them. That's how it started off. And then gradually we got into manufacturing of beekeeping equipment. And since the moment people hear about bees, the first thing they get in their mind is honey. So we thought we should also have a brand of our own for honey as well. Now that we are doing all these kind of things, we have a brand of honey, so we came up with a bottling unit for honey as well, and then that's how it's been happening. We manufacture beekeeping equipment, we train people in beekeeping, we breed bees, and we also bottle honey. So this is how it has been happening. This is a typical bee box. This is where this is the type of box which we use to breed bees, rear bees, for even harvesting honey and all that. I will just show how the bees go in. See, this is the place where the bees go in and come out. You can see a small passage here, and this is the lid. We should always be standing either to either side, and then checking the bees, we shouldn't be standing in the front, because we would be then blocking the way of the flight of bees. So these are all individual frames, and you can see the combs constructed in every of this frame. And just to show you a bit more about this, you can see this. Now this is a full comb, and what you see here, all the capped ones here is the pupa stage bees. So from each of these hexagonal cells that are capped, in another 10 days time, one adult bee will come out of each of those cells. And typically on top is where we will have all honey stored in this around an inch and a half from top is the honey, and the bottom portion is all the brood. So we have a lot of flowers in the nature. Why do we have flowers? Is it to make us feel happy when we look at it? In fact, no. The flowers actually are there to attract insects. The flowers have a specific type of perfume, the colors and all that is basically to attract the particular insects towards them, so that nature goes on. When I go around Malhar, I find plenty of them. So one of them that we have in our backyard is this creeper called Antigonon leptopus. The uniqueness of this is that the flowering happens throughout the year, perennial flowering, and the nectar secretion happens throughout the day. If you take nectar secretion, let us say in any of the flowers like pongemia or sunflower or any such thing, you will find that the nectar secretion happens only for a particular period in the day and then it ceases. But this happens throughout the day. That is one speciality of this, and you can see so many bees actually foraging on those flowers there. So we find plenty of these. So the bees go to these kind of flowers for nectar and pollen, and when they go, they do magic by pollinating. So when the bees go to these flowers, they go for two reasons. One is for the nectar and the other one is for pollen. So when that happens, in the hindsight, there is a lot of other things also happening. In case of Malhar, like what we saw in my backyard, we had this Antigonon. There are plenty of other sources of food for bees. So what exactly these bees do to increase the food production like this? And does it hold good with just fruits? No, it's not just the fruits. The same phenomena applies to all vegetables that we grow, all fruits, and also many type of pulses. So much so that 95% of the pollination services is said to be done by bees, while all other pollinators put together contribute 5% of pollination services. California grows a lot of almonds. In fact, 85% of the world's almonds come from California, and the Californian planters, if they don't get bees in time during the flowering time, then they will not have enough almonds. In fact, if bees don't go there in the right time, world will not have enough almonds for the subsequent year. So during the flowering time of almonds, the climatic condition in California is not very conducive for beekeeping just before that. So around that time, all beekeepers are stationed in Florida. So they travel all the way from Florida to California just to take the bees and go and pollinate the almond crops. So they stay there for a month, and then the bees pollinate, and the magic continues and world will have enough almonds for that year to eat. Einstein somewhere has said that if we don't, if the bee is extinct, then the human fraternity will have enough food only to survive for 3 years. So we can survive only for 3 years. It has drastically diminished the number of bee colonies. So if you take if you try to understand the reason behind it, one major reason is the use of pesticides, rampant use, which keeps the bees away from flowers. So there is a huge decline. How a common man can actually contribute to this? Now that I told that the bees are declining, how do we help? One way is we have these bee boxes, as I showed you earlier as well. So you can actually do beekeeping, like you can actually have bees in 1 or 2 bee boxes, even in urban areas, like how we have kept them here. And once a year, there is a specific time during which the bee colonies will multiply. Like 1 bee colony becomes 2, 2 become 4, 4 become 8. It goes on like that. So let us say you have 2 bee boxes at home. That means in about 3 to 4 years time, if you manage them and then give whatever is required for them to stay here, you would have multiplied the bee colonies and you would have contributed that many bee colonies to the ecosystem. That is one. And then the second thing is to talk about the importance of bees. See, as I told earlier also, if you think of bees, it is always honey what we think about. So if you actually look beyond, and when you know that there is so much of work that bees do for us, for our survival, it is something that you can talk about, write, make blogs, but in whatever way, communicate it across to as many people as possible, explaining the importance. Somewhere somebody might get interested in doing it as their full-time thing, like how I got inspired, or definitely it will work for the betterment of the whole thing. It's going to be positive for us. So that is one thing that can be done. And then another thing that can be done to support it is if you have any beekeeper in your surrounding areas who is harvesting honey, support that beekeeper by purchasing that honey instead of buying let us say any branded honey from market or anything. You can actually support by buying that. So yeah, bees are extremely important for our survival, for us to be able to continue eating food. So you should contribute in one way or the other to help this happen.